Hello, peeps. Here's your friend, your boy, your buddy, Mario Kusakabe, bringing you another episode of Comics Con Sabor. This is episode 51. 51 episodes. Holy crap. Who would have thought we would have made 51 episodes? So, yeah. And this week's episode of Comics Con Sabor is actually... I've been wanting to do a full review about this episode. I did it weekly. I want to do a full review of it. I think it was the biggest comic book main event in a long time, especially when it involves the DC universe. But I think this also set the blueprint for other comic book industries to learn from this. And of course, I'm talking about DCKO, the mastermind from Scott Snyder, Joshua Williamson, Javier Fernandez, Rafa Sandoval, and etc. All the creators and the writers. This was fantastic. Issue 5, the ending of DCKO was fantastic. It was epic. Superman becoming more or less the Omega King versus Darkseid. And that was epic because we thought that it was going to be from the previous episode, for the previous comic, that it was going to be Lex Luthor versus Darkseid, but it was not the case. It was Doomsday, more or less a time trapper, that he hit Superman at the last minute in a pocket universe and gave him the powers that he possessed of both the Alpha and the Omega's energy for him to become the new Omega King, because he was always meant to be, but he was also saying, this is a way to break the cycle between you and I, because it was going to be a never-ending battle, and that was actually kind of crazy, very poetic as well. The fight begins, and even with all this extra power, this fight literally through time. It was fight through time, past, present, and future, and it was insane. Even with all that, Superman was not fully able to overtake Darkseid until literally he gained the power of the Big Bang, the power of creation, and defeated Darkseid with that. And that was insane. I'm like, holy crap, how more powerful cosmic entity now Superman has become. But of course, Darkseid also had a plan to survive, and his essence still scattered within the absolute universe. And now Superman, more or less, is the creator of a brand new universe, which it was hinted at New York City Comic Con Next Level, which is the next, more or less, arc that we are going to take. And I hope that is not a soft reboot, but a separate universe, just like the Absolute Universe. To my guess, counter effect, which I think that would be a fantastic idea. But yeah, so now we see literally a new universe forged by Superman. And that's fantastic because we saw for like a year a universe forged by Darkseid, the Absolute Universe. So that will be fantastic. If that will be the next event afterwards, the next level Superman universe versus the Absolute Darkseid universe against each other. Oh my god, it would be epic. I'm just saying, I don't know. Hopefully I'm right and they do it. But yeah. But I would say DCKO was a fantastic story. Great writing, awesome fighting. And I wasn't sure. Like, my money's always on Superman, you guys know. But I had a few sleeper cells in there. But yeah. So yeah, DC Comics, thank you for allowing this fantastic story to be told. Mr. Jim Lee, I appreciate you. We appreciate you as fans. So yeah. I'm static. I'm so pumped. I'm still so pumped about it. So yeah. So if you guys can do me a huge favor, if you like this episode, if you can like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps me tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys in the next episode with another crazy story. Bye.